Hello, this is Nancy of Yoga Journeys, and for today's journey we are going to take on Crow, Bakasana, and we're just going to do a quick preparation and go right into it. So the two key things for the Crow is that we need to open up our hips, because that's we're going to be squeezing in through the adductors, and we need to wake up our core, because that's going to give us the lift to hold up the arm balance. And yes, we'll do some waking up of the arms as well, because we need a little bit of arm strength to keep us up there, but the arms are not the key element. Okay, so I don't want anyone to think, oh, there's no way I'm getting into the Crow because my arms are so weak. Crow is one of the most accessible ones, especially some of our lower flying versions. So let's jump into it. We'll start with our core and our hips. So we'll begin on our backs, and let's just take one shin in each palm, and just rock from side to side, opening out as we rock. Just let the head follow the body. Okay, and then keep the knees wide. Let's flex the feet. We're going to reach between the hands, using our core to lift our head and shoulders off the ground. Inhale, keep the head lifted, but just release a little bit. And as we exhale, we reach forward. Inhale, tap on the forehead. Exhale, reach it up. Draw the navel in toward the mat. Does this look familiar? Mm-hmm. Yeah. We're already imprinting on our brains where we're going to be going. Last one, let's hold it here. Hold it here. Reach between the legs. Reach with those fingers. Drop that belly. Take a couple breaths here. One more inhale. Reach. And exhale, release it down. Take the knees in. Let's rock from side to side. And then we'll rock back and forth, because we're going to get up onto our knees. Shoo. Okay, so here we are on hands and knees. We're going to inhale, extend that right leg. As we exhale, we're going to squeeze it in and bring it as high up toward our armpit as we can. Inhale to lengthen. Exhale to squeeze in. Inhale, stretch it out, full extension. Inhale, bring it in. Exhale, bring it in. Okay, option to stay right there. Those of us who are feeling pretty spunky, we can tuck on our toes, come right up into down dog. Inhale that right leg up. Exhale, shoulders come over wrists, and we squeeze that knee in again. Inhale to rise. Exhale to squeeze in. Inhaling to lift. Exhale, squeeze in. See if you can get it right into that armpit and hold it here. Again, we have shoulders over wrists. Drawing the navel in. This is where our lift is. We're not collapsing into our wrists. We're not collapsing into the foot and back. Reach it up there. One more breath. Okay, exhale. Let's plant that foot down. Drop on the back knee. Inhale to rise. Exhale to fold forward. We're just setting up our hips here for our lunges. Inhale, rise. Exhale, lower. Inhale, sweep up. Okay, this time we're going to come down with our hands on the inside of that right leg. Okay, we're in our low lunge here. Squeeze that knee in so it presses into the elbow, and press the elbow and shoulder back into that knee. Okay, knee is straight up over the ankle. Okay, if this feels good, stay right here. Or maybe you work your way down into lizard onto the elbows. Maybe you use your bolster to get in that pose. Let's do a head-on shot so you can see that. So yeah, so we're still in our square lunge, but we just come down onto our elbows like that, and we squeeze this knee into the right shoulder. Squeeze it in, squeeze it in. Feel how it lifts through into your tummy. Find that lift as you draw in toward that center line. And breathe here. A lot of people have resistance to arm balances, but they are so much fun. They really are. Once you start to get that feeling of stacking, they're amazing. Okay, well, we have to open up the other side. So let's come on back. Again, we'll start in tabletop. I'll switch around here. We're going to inhale that leg up. Exhale, squeeze it in, just so we get that motion when we're in kind of a tabletop, easy tabletop position. Squeeze it in. Inhale for extension. Exhale to squeeze in. Okay, again, we can stay right here. Or if you'd like to come all the way up into downward dog, and use the three-legged dog to squeeze in. This one's really good because you start getting used to being upside down and your face is going to be pretty close to the ground when you're in crow. Inhale, lift. Okay, exhale, we're going to get it right into that armpit. Oh, hold it up, hold it up, hold it up. Oh, and then we just have some tea and cookies while we're hanging out here. All right, squeeze it in, squeeze it in, squeeze it in. All right, let's place that foot. All right, inhale, we'll bring us up. Exhale, sweep us down. Inhale, we're catching on to our breath. That's our guide through all these poses. Exhale. One more inhale to rise. As we exhale again, we're going to come down to the inside of that knee. Okay, so find that connection between the knee and the shoulder. Firm, okay? And then maybe we begin that journey down onto our elbows. If that's not accessible, blocks are always great. Bolster's great. You have a couple settings for your blocks. No matter where you are, just make sure you're squeezing that knee into that shoulder, because that's the action we're going to need from the hips when we're up in crow. And find your breath. Keep moving the sternum forward on the inhale, and on the exhale, we're finding release into those hips. All right. Let's come back to center. Let's lift that leg up. Send the left up and back. Exhale down. Let's flow through a chaturanga. Inhale, up dog. Exhale to down dog. Let's do a cycle of that again, because squeezing those elbows in is a lot like what we need in our crow. And one more cycle of that. Inhale to ripple forward in the plank. Exhale, lower into chaturanga. On your knees is fine. Inhale, up dog. Exhale to down dog. Step forward with the right. Let's come on up into our star pose. And we're gonna have the feet almost parallel, just a little bit outward. And we're gonna come into a forward fold. Let's keep the back nice and long. Okay, so here you see this, it's a swing. Okay, our back is nice and long. Okay, we're gonna inhale here. As we exhale, we're gonna just bend our knees. Keep our back nice and straight. Inhale, extend the legs. Exhale, bend in. Feel it into your hips. Inhale long. Exhale, bend. So you're just dropping the sit bones, right? We're keeping as if we're balancing our T set on our backs. We're just lowering down. Exhale. If you have the freedom and the arms can bend, the elbows are bending backwards. Okay. Now we're going to walk the hands back so the fingers and the toes are in one line. They're all on the same plane. Then we're going to drop our head, letting the elbows bend toward the back. Hello. So we don't want the elbows will want to do things like this. We want to bring them in. And if that's not available, then we use our blocks to help us get there. Okay, elbows, shoulders, wrists in one line. Drop the head. We'll lift the sit bones. And now from here, I want you to press into those blocks. Really press in with your hands. Notice what parts of the body engage and do. Okay, release the hands, release the push. Okay, we're going to push in again and just feel where that manifests in the body. You notice how that works into the core? That's what we're looking for. That's what's going to give us our lift. Inhale, long spine. Exhale, let's put the blocks aside. Inhale, long spine. Exhale, let's turn the feet outward so we can crawl on over into a side lunge. We're going to use our right elbow to coax the knee outward. Inhale here. Exhale, let's crawl over to the other side. Inhale to this side. Let's bring that left elbow onto that left knee to kind of rotate it out. Another inhale here, and let's crawl back over to the side. One more. And exhale over. And one more breath here. Exhale back to center. Oh, here we're gonna toe heel, toe heel, toe heel. To get the feet about a little more than hip width apart, we're gonna sit our sit-bones on down into a very deep squat. And we're using our elbows to rotate the knees outward. And we're also using it to get some length through the back. Inhale here. Exhale. Are you ready for crow? You ready for fun? Okay, lots of options here to get us comfortable with where we're going. One of them, first is get the hips really high. Okay. Hands on the ground. Bend the knees. Let's bring the feet toward each other as we bring the knees wide. Okay. We're going to bend our elbows a lot. Okay, so this is the first option. So we can actually rest our knees on the little shelf that we're creating with our elbows. And we'll pick up a foot. Okay. Drop it down. Then we'll pick up another foot. That doesn't feel too bad. Okay, firm your arms. Press your knees toward the midline. And maybe we pick up both. Hey, if it's just like a little boop, boop, boop for 2 seconds, that's a start. That's a start. Your crow is hopping. And maybe your crow gets to fly. Okay, now maybe some of you are saying, oh, no way, I'm totally gonna face plant in that pose. Okay, that's a legitimate fear. So what I would recommend is grabbing a pillow and putting that right in front of your face. So, if the absolute worst does happen, this is what it looks like. No problem, right? So if you need the pillow for a little bit of a comfort, feel free. Because we want to have fun here. We're not on a tightrope. We're not. Danger is not the point here. We want to try to have fun with our bodies. We only get one body. And what is it, the sunscreen song? They said, don't use your body every way you can. Don't be afraid of it or what other people think of it. It's the greatest instrument you'll ever own. So let's try another variant. If that crow was just way too easy for you, or you're interested in moving on, the next stage is trying to get these arms a little straighter. So we often say crow is kind of the low perch with the knees, but full Bakasana, crane, gets those knees right into the armpits. Okay? So let's get the hips high, knees into the armpits. Start with the elbows slightly bent toward the back. Feet come together to help encourage us squeezing in through the midline. Then we shift our weight into our hands. And we pick up our tail feathers. Ideally, someday, we come to straighten our arms completely. Like I said, there's always a place to quest to. There's always another journey. But for now, play with wherever you're at. If you're all the way up into the armpits and can fly like a crane, well then, beauty. If you're doing your little crows, that's fun too. Just play with it. Okay, and when you're done, we'll want to release the wrists. So let's give some wrist rolls. Just to release through them. A little shake. Yeah. And there you have it. Thank you very much for joining me for that little adventure into crow. If you like this video, please hit the like button. If you would like to see more like this, please hit subscribe. And if you have any questions or comments or even requests for future videos, put them in the comment section down below. Again, thank you for joining me and have a beautiful day. Namaste.